Winter in New York was at its coldest when Sarah's life seemed to freeze as well. In just one night, the company where she had worked for 10 years collapsed, and she lost her job. Her career had been her pride, not only because of the paycheck, but also because it gave her a sense of identity. Suddenly, bills, rent, and all her carefully planned dreams became overwhelming burdens. At first, Sarah spent her days sitting by the window of her small apartment, staring at the snow and asking herself, "Why me? What did I do wrong?" The more she thought, the darker everything felt. Then one morning her mother called. Her voice was gentle. "I know you're hurting, but remember this. Darkness never lasts forever. Even in the deepest night, a single candle can guide the way. Find your candle, Sarah." Those words stayed with her. The next day, instead of hiding inside, Sarah went out for a walk. She passed by a little café with a sign that said "Volunteers Welcome." Without thinking too much, she stepped inside and offered to help. The café wasn't ordinary. Half its income supported the homeless. Sarah started with simple tasks: cleaning tables, washing cups, greeting customers. At first, she only wanted a distraction. But slowly, she realized that every smile and every thank you from strangers gave her a new kind of strength. One evening, she met an elderly homeless man outside the cafe. She handed him a cup of hot tea. He looked at her with grateful eyes and said, "You know, some days I feel invisible to the world. But just one person noticing me, just one cup of tea, reminds me I still exist." His words touched her deeply. Even though she was struggling, she could still be a light for someone else. And in giving light, she found herself warmed too. Over time, Sarah made friends in the volunteer community. They weren't rich or powerful, but they shared kindness and encouragement. She began writing in a gratitude journal every night. 3 small things she was thankful for: a smile, a good conversation, or even a rare bit of winter sunshine. This simple habit slowly shifted her perspective. She realized that while circumstances don't always change, the way she responded to them could. Then came an unexpected opportunity. A regular customer, who was also the director of a nonprofit organization, had noticed her dedication. He encouraged her to apply for a project manager role. At first, Sarah doubted herself, but her months of volunteering had taught her skills she never knew she had: communication, organization, leadership. She applied, and she got the job. On her first day, she stood in front of the mirror in a modest blouse, her eyes bright with new confidence. She smiled, remembering the moment she had hit rock bottom and how she had slowly found her way back. She understood now that positivity did not mean ignoring pain or pretending everything was fine. It meant choosing how to respond, finding even a small light when surrounded by darkness. Sarah was no longer the woman paralyzed in her apartment on that snowy day. She had become someone who carried hope for herself and for others. Life will always bring losses, heartbreak, and failures. But like Sarah, we can choose to face them differently by acknowledging our feelings, by finding one small candle of meaning, by connecting with others, and by remembering the little things that deserve gratitude. Positivity may not erase problems instantly, but it changes the way we walk through them. And sometimes, a single cup of hot tea in the middle of winter is enough to keep a heart glowing.